हेलो गाइस, हेलो, वेलकम बैक। स्वागत है भाई सभी लोगों का। अगर एक्सट्रीम में हम लोग कह रहे हैं गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट, और थोड़ा ये हो रहा है। यार हो रहा है काम हो रहा है। ये अटक क्यों रहा है, रुक क्यों रहा है भाई ये? कहाँ है गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट? यार ये अपडेट में ही बहुत टाइम जाएगा भाई साहब। नया अपडेट आएगा क्या मालूम नहीं, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। हो गया भाई फाइनली लोड। मेरे को ये 3 वाला करने का है। सीन 3 बाकी है, परफॉर्म करना है। $600, $800 और 1000। अच्छा, इसमें भी है। करके आते ही बहुत देर से पेंडिंग पड़ा हुआ है। हाँ भाई, यहाँ पे से आना पड़ेगा। कौन से फायरवर्क्स दिया है क्या मालूम, इसने देखना पड़ेगा।
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. What time is it?
Are you okay, Ganyu?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Since last time, I've been, in essence, somewhat, but the tune was, perhaps there was, either way.
You really think so? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady... Ooh, like a crystal flower? Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about...
Huh? Me, once I was sure that they were going to be okay.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who...
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very...
Well, what if this adeptus in the story had a... She was probably thinking something like...
That was, as far as I'm aware. Cloud Retainer, if we set off now, you'll be able to confirm either way. I've been in Lea Harbor.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close...
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival. Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanism. Never mind. I promised I'd help Miss Traveler. Paimon.
Seems like this is a tough decision for... Paimon gets why she'd be so... Wait!
चलो भाई, चलो वापस क्लाउड रिटर्नर के पास। ए भाई साहब, लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो। ग्राफिक्स थोड़ा कम कर दूं क्या? कुछ ये बहुत ज़्यादा ही हो रहा है, पता नहीं क्यों। बहुत लैग हो रहा है गेम में, इतना लैग में नहीं खेल पाऊंगा। मतलब डेफिनेटली लैग विजिबल है। होपफुली अभी लैग नहीं होगा। सही है यार, लैग फिक्स हो गया। कितना भी घुमा नहीं हो रही है, लैग इज फिक्स्ड, लेट्स गो। बढ़िया अब इतने को मिलेगा खेलने के टाइम पे, लेकिन अपना यार सर्वर करना पड़ेगा मिली सेकेंड। अपने यहाँ से उड़ के जाना पड़ेगा नीचे तक। लेट्स सी, यहाँ पर भी फिशिंग का एरिया है, यहाँ पर भी आने का है। यहाँ पर एक चैलेंज भी है, चैलेंज करना है क्या? बाद में आते हैं यहाँ पे। माउंट आउट कहेंगे, अपने को तो पता ही है यहाँ पे आना है।
I'm so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take... Huh? Did we miss?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other adept.
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
True. Now that I think about it, since she's not here...
Uh-oh. Got it!
Please go on.
Our goal here is to find the adept. We can't hear any music right now, but...
Yes, I think that's...
So, all we have to do is get the travel. You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim. Just trust Paimon. The water's pretty deep over...
चलो भाई, swim to the
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever will a Paimon do?
What is going on?
How do you feel right now? Shut up!
Okay, fine. We're looking for an adeptus, but if the adepti aren't gonna stay home...
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this adeptus...
And I am not an adeptus.
No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how...
Glad you're okay. As far as I know, the one you seek is... Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry.
As ever, the conqueror of demons. Right. How's your training going? I had planned... Oh, speaking of Cloud earlier this morning, I noticed she... So please excuse me for a moment. Sure.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shen...
Yes. Ganyu arranged accommodation, but when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not. Oh. So, you came looking for Master today?
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have...
Music?
It's...
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us.
Yay! That's...
We were just talking about this thing called music.
Oh, really?
फिर से किधर मैं गया यार, ये खाली इधर से उधर। अरे मैंने ये चैट ऑन ही नहीं किया। अरे एक सेकंड यार, ये एक सेकंड तभी मैं बोलूँ मुझे कुछ आ क्यों नहीं रहा चैट में? नथिंग। मैं डायरेक्ट गेम खेलने बैठ गया, चैट ही चालू नहीं किया। एक सेकंड। हाँ, आगे चैट आ गया। ओके, यहाँ पे नज़दीक 230 मीटर है। बाकी का टाइम उड़ के जाएंगे हम लोग। एनर्जी फुल कर लेते फिर जाते उड़ते हुए पटाक। यहाँ पर एक श्राइन भी है लेकिन अपने पास की नहीं है। आई थिंक लियो एक का की चाहिए उसके लिए।
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Oh no! Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything! Oh, whew! Paimon hasn't gone deaf after... anyway...
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the...
Oh! Okay, fine. It's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking...
And a melody is...
Hey! Don't you patronize... Hey! Why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before?
Oh, was that?
Mm-hmm. That was a melody.
It felt like I was transported... We're all there as I watched Yunjin's performance when you hummed that melody just now. Feeling...
Wow, Shen. Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like... What about you, Ganyu? Are there any...
I don't remember if...
I know some local folk song. The songs of the sailors down at the docks. Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, Nenny and Leo probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could... At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start... The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different, even though we come from different... In that sense...
You go, Ganyu!
Yes, technically speaking.
Thank you.
Once the days are
अरे यार
warmer,
मिशन भगा और
I've
इनको
planted...
स्टोरी नहीं सुनने का यार क्या कचरा है
Nonsense.
ये।
I have cultivated... I will save some for decoration. We can feast then. Do people say...
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retail.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
double humph. Now she has the gall to use it, rather than she... One has received your message from Ganyu. Well, shall one lead the way?
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern...
Thank you, everyone.
भाई यार स्टोरी लाइन बहुत लंबा जा रहा है। कहाँ पर ही ये अरे भाई 1542 क्या बोल के भाई इतना लंबा। गोइली प्लेन्स के पास जा रहे चलो। ये तो अच्छा है मेरा ये अनलॉक है करके एरिया इधर का, वरना फिर बहुत मुश्किल होता था भाई यहाँ पे पहुँचना। अभी तो डेजर्ट वाला तो कुछ भी अनलॉक नहीं किया है, गया ही नहीं मैं उधर, इधर अटका पड़ा हूँ। इधर का ना मिशन देखा है ना देखे एनिमीज देखे, कुछ भी नहीं।
Is this Quaily Plains? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you... Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous... Sea Gazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be...
Paimon remembers that name.
He was an old friend and a former rival. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of it. As Adepti, his treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digress.
What kind of
No kind of. She always thought it also helped. Anyway, who would dare? Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourself? Then you are most tolerant. Even one could never find fault. Each of those old fossils. We would drink together from a spot. Streetwood Rambler would often.
Streetward Ram?
That would be Ping. You probably know.
Oh, okay. Or are you saying that it was...
Alas, long has one avoided. One should have no matter.
In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's obscuro vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guile Plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetwood Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetwood Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guile Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing.
What?
Just because one is not it, but in the end, back when they were rivals, that cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest work.
Wait! That's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she passed her? And she also said something about being a vain beauty?
Streetward Rambler. That bell has a sad history. As for her old friend, as soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, after all, we all have—
Whoa! So they were talking and...
Enough of your intrusions. The cleansing bell is but Streetward Ram, the two once... Once upon a time, music would go many years past, which brings one...
But if...
One was also in response, though the strings that...
Aww.
I just remember being taken care of, although I met Guizhong a few times.
Guizhong was quite... Had you not decided to search for that? As of now, do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean Ping?
Precisely.
If I may be so...
Oh?
I've been in Leo Harbor for quite, but this doesn't bring someone as though these no loss can. Ping has helped countless, though it is heartbreaking to lose a.
We even asked Madam Ping what she thought about
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since.
Is not every lantern rite the same in this regard?
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before.
Very well, then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. Say.
Allow one to take back one's praise from—
What?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you.
चलो भाई लीव है हार्बर चलो बहुत झमेला भाई इधर कहाँ पर है भाई ये और यहाँ पर ही आ जाओ अच्छा मैडम पिंक के पास जाना है ठीक आ रहे हम लोग चलो मैडम पिंक के पास जाए इधर एक बच्चा खेल रहा था वो किधर है
It appears you made haste after all.
Oh, bless my soul.
Miss Illuminated Bird.
Said what, precisely? And why should one—
Because you're the one who's known—
Street word. Or rather, presumably, you would prefer—
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
One, given that lantern rite is—
So, this all started because Cloud Retainer informed us.
Ah, let me— What a long time ago that was. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived.
Who's—
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look—
Albeit—
After all, although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today.
So—
Once upon a time, she said to me, but as she interacted more, she marveled at the beautiful she told us that with the smallest amount of guidance and a human who has reached their full—
She always— That her mechanical—
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism?
Of course. Guizhong in one—
As Guizhong once said, it takes— When I see the sight of—
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
of all of—
Liyue Harbor is always—
Oh, yeah! We've been dying to ask. Well, also, with—
I can make arrangements.
Oh, it's been a long time since I and there was a period of time whenever I started strumming. It almost felt like she was, no matter how much time.
So the past.
Oh, but that is not to say that despite the just look at this potted plant.
It takes an honest and open mind to
Be that as it may.
Well,
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here?
And
Oh, that's— well, in that case—
Happy Lantern. I will leave Mr.
Huh?
it seems gone used.
What a pity.
Since it's been so—
Gladly.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please—
you got it, Madam—
Thank you all. As for that melody, I will—
Wow! That—
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless—
भाई स्टोरी पक गया यार आधा घंटे से खाली स्टोरी
told
चल
us
रही
your
है
divorce after news.
स्टोरी चल रही है भाई साहब पक गया मैं स्टोरी से कुछ नया भी तो दो भाई अच्छी इधर ही खड़ा है भाई साहब, दे दे इसको न्यूज़।
Mr. Dvorak!
डिवोरजैक JK होना चाहिए, डोराक क्यों है?
And Kuching's here too.
Welcome back.
Really, really well. We found the person, Mr. Dvorak.
I see. So the melody my aunt... That certainly explains why it was...
That's a really...
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fair...
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. But Streetward Rambler or Madam...
Madam Ping possesses vast
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly.
I think... yeah, that can wait until after the concert, though. For now...
Speaking of, Madam Ping, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her...
Wait, are you serious? Oh no, now I'm starting... Okay. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked us about what music...
Please, share your insights with me.
Well, music is like a kind of...
It sounds like you...
Wait, does that mean you're gonna...
Just as long as everyone enjoys the fest. Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
चलो भाई खत्म करो यार, स्टोरी पक गया भाई, कभी से स्टोरी
Paimon
पक
feels
रहा
like... shoot! Latent... Wait, Zhangli said he wasn't... Anyway, ugh...
कहाँ पर है भैया? अभी ये दूसरा चीचा, अरे इधर ही है। अरे बाजू नहीं है, चलो इसको नेशन बाम्बू का क्या देना है ना। अच्छा इन लोग डांस प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं। उठाओ और ये गिटार वाली भाई।
All right, let's take a break.
Oh wow, look who...
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor?
We have all...
Invisible...
Gotta say... Come on, what's wrong? With my worth, we'll take the stage by storm.
For sure! The whole...
Oh, don't you worry about...
Guess we'll just have...
Oh, Zhongli, it's a real pity.
Yeah, that's right. To tell the truth.
I can speak to the...
And jump scare.
Actually,
भाई
Shinya,
यार
Sure
क्या
that-
स्टोरी लंबा
tell
लाइन
when
पक
you,
गया मैं
you
यार।
should join us.
कितना स्टोरी भाई, कितना स्टोरी है। किधर गया अभी ये? बक्सा देगा भाई सामान।
I'll keep this close.
अबे क्या है माउंट हुला? अबे सब पहाड़ पे जाके क्यों रह रहे हैं भाई? वो एक माउंट डाउकैंग पे है या माउंट हुला पे है भाई? क्या चल रहा है इन लोग का? और लाठी से तो क्यों छोड़ना भाई?
Paimon sees them! It's illuminated deer! And illuminated bird...
A familiar face.
Everything's great! But, you know, if...
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite...
Zhongli! Here...
impeccable. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to...
Wait.
Indeed. Cloud Retainer...
Can we not just call it a cooking machine? She seems to take a lot of pride in her mechanical gifts.
I trust that you found the answers excellent. The past should be remembered, but not when the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Oh, Zhongli! She said, it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. When she says performance, she must... As for the banquet,
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. As for the banquet, since the director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see...
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. The appearance is exquisite. And the aroma, since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes...
चलो भाई लिए हार्बर पे वापस आ रहे हैं। क्या इधर से उधर भागा रहा है यार ये। ये लैंटर्न फेस्टिवल बहुत लंबा जा रहा है।
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hutao, and this is a little something called... The Bling Lilies! I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you too buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen! That must be Madame Ping!
19 to 24. भाई एक दिन पूरा रुकना पड़ रहा है यार, बहुत लंबा जा रहा है प्रोसेस। वेट इन द फॉलोइंग नाइट, मतलब आगे का भाई बहुत लंबा प्रोसेस।
Traveler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hotel for dinner! Ooh, and we'll be meeting at Shinue Kiosk. It's the place with a really long wait list. As expected of the parlor director, always so generous! Come on, let's go!
Oh, so that's how it is. I've long heard that it is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formality.
Oh, you flatter us.
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could.
Whoa, there's so many people here! Oh, Amy was that hotel invited Xiangling. Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Ride! Are you having fun? Me too. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving.
Yep. And they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone.
The performance was...
Us? Did Xiangling...
That might... Come to think of it...
Hold on. Xiangling came. See? Someone here knows how to encourage. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli too. He gave me. Oh, so that.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. My suggestions were nothing more
Oh, the truth. Anyway.
That sounds like it might...
How about I sample?
Speaking of eating, Huta was the one who invited. Oh, a global volunteer. You know, lots of people come over to eat during. As for.
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me. Seems like it's.
Huh? Huta went to fetch. Could it be?
She didn't clarify.
Ta-da! We're here! Oh, we're not late to the park. Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Oh, I see. So the important guest is the conqueror of... The director didn't mention anything when she invited to convene here with...
It's almost lantern right.
The...
Rex Lapis.
The director asked me to buy sesame oil.
Then why would you...
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yenchao and received some...
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shit.
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang.
There he goes again. Enough with the plot. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler. Great.
You should take a seat too,
Oh? When we arrived just now, the host at Shinue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Paimon would have never guessed the person who.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon.
You know, Xiao.
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. You might not know this, Paimon, but We exorcists have worked hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao,
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary conqueror of demons. Chang Yun has brought that name up quite a few times. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook. I didn't think.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person.
Whoa. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons. Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy.
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together. I didn't plan this gathering.
What's your truly?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the fun. And that is something our consultant would say.
Indeed. Exceptional.
As for me, we all worked really hard cooking, helping with the... And of course, everyone has done some... As the one who brought everyone together.
Huh? Sounds kind of self...
It wasn't as complicated.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wang... I know you're there.
Quiet.
Sorry, but...
I know you. You're the 70... Is there something you need?
भाई यार स्टोरी लाइन में पूरा स्ट्रीम खत्म हो गया. फाइटिंग तो किधर भी नहीं किया आज पूरा टाइम में मैंने.
That does...
Did the conqueror of...
There might...
Huh? It gets pretty boring from here on.
In the time of the Adepti, that is how the...
That's right. One point, but despite our deep-rooted... You know I'm pretty...
This matter is...
True, but I've kept that besides. It'll only be for a short while.
But I didn't...
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of... Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl?
Huh?
I'm citing... Your lucky Guoba isn't here today. He...
Huh?
It sounds like you've...
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, thanks to his help. Things have been a lot more stable than before. You should know him.
Seeds of
And cultivated, did Paimon have voice?
If I'm not... don't just sit... No such need.
कौन आ रहा है भैया?
You finally let me... Hello.
Oh, it's the...
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he... Fate has...
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh... Whoa, these dishes look amazing!
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Genyu?
Genyu?
Yep. I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could
Venti, you're being too humble.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Yeah! Xiao, you remember me too.
Yes, monsters become more active than you. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days...
You and bards go...
Oh, right. It was a...
Thank you for your patronage.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli. Currently working...
And I...
That's very
Oh?
Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends from the sophisticated... Xiao, you're an adept.
Sorry.
But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable. Huh? Xiao's a warrior!
I've actually heard a few... The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered...
Now that you mention it, I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his work.
No, I would say that there's one I heard a while back that went, the meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and I think so too. If I were to give it an ultimate... Oh, good one! It feels unique and you have great taste, Ben. Of course!
Hey, Xing! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? I don't know.
I don't... Changyun's right. It's not our fault.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, what?
I heard that getting to know other musicals. As for the Iridescence tour has finally been... Don't think... By the way, I was watching as you entered. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone
Whenever Lantern people are all busy. The festival is to come together with all of you in a moment like this. I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu...
Very well said, Mr. Zhang. Now I'm getting We usually drink wine during occasions like this.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, considering that everyone may have other matter... all of a sudden, they started proposing...
What's with the urgency?
Have you two finished? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air. Paimon will come too. Yeah? Okay then.
ये बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड स्टोरी चल रही है, क्या आ रहा है मेरे को कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है भाई साहब। ये शाओ इतना अतंगी क्यों एक्टिवेट कर रहे हैं?
Are you all right? It's hard to... It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. The Adepti all have their specialties, but this time... No. So you know his true identity. The Animo Archon is and that's something I might never be able to do. No matter. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with... Yes, the parlor director went out of her way with the invitation. So it was difficult. She told me that all the guests today would be... But I didn't expect the other guests to be... General Capisis always said that we should live in the present, but I think he meant designing clothes were intricately designed. But inconvenient. Rex Lapis did... I never saw him wear this during the war.
Oh, here you are. I'm not...
You're not.
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back. To be honest, you looked a little...
You're worrying too much. Why would I? Anyway...
Please wait. There's another reason why I came here. Take these.
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitive. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing. I'll be honest. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started...
Thank you for the trouble. I'll take them.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little...
Okay.
Alrighty, we...
मेरी सही उसको आलमंड टोफू अच्छा लगता है, वो बात पॉइंट है। इसके लिए बनाए थे हम लोगों ने आलमंड टोफू।
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon. How could you say that to Paimon? Your dessert!
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious... Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the...
Paimon's too busy...
But even though we're all well acquainted by now... Oh? Nope. This is something I made up. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave. Lighting the incense will signify
I see. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today,
I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli. I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener. If knowledge...
But when it comes to having... I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That one. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. Now that we've enjoyed... it's not a... Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the masterful chef's cup at the only heir of the famous Wan Min restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no...
Please stop! If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of...
Huh? Oh, not a bad choice.
That's not how it... Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, which means we should choose Chongyun.
Huh? I can't be the Adeptus Chef.
I refute. I am most certainly not the most... You should all be able to make the right judgment. One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Oh, that's right! Even though you're always mocking Paimon... No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk... Huh? Who else is there? Huh? Does that mean...
Oh, I agree. Paimon's without a friend constantly by your side, but once you have some...
The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. Paimon played...
You guys... those were genuine. Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a...
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon.
That means Paimon. Looks like we've come to an agreement.
I trust the travelers.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend. Paimon! We'll be refilling and here you go.
ओ भाई खत्म हो गया
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
Yep,
you don't have to go all polite on... It's dark.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. I think you know the place I'm talking about. It was great getting to...
Bye. Oh. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return...
Understood. See you later.
Rex Lapis.
Just Jean. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid.
I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival you conferred with... The same truth will sound... I once had a pleasant chat about the path from the evidence she found, but there are multiple in the legends recorded by humans, some... But whether to me, Streetwood Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or... This was as true back then. Just how Shao may seem so there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
I mean...
It looks like you understood what I'm... The director asked me to accompany you on your return. But I don't think you'll need my... After that, it'll be time for me to go...
Bye, Zhongli! Everyone's gone. Paimon always feels a little empty, but... At least... No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best in... Good, Shao? Is there any...
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The events of today occurred so abruptly. Okay, I'll...
Ad Astra.
मैं मुझे देख के करना पड़ रहा है। इसका देखना पड़ेगा यार, इधर रुक जाओ। ये वाला थोड़ा टेढ़ा है यार। एक लास्ट ही बचा है यार, देखना पड़ेगा प्रॉपरली। बाद में करते हैं इसको, चलो।